was not meant to happen. This could not happen. This is happening.
Everyone, welcome back. Episode 18 of The Coach's Son. I'm joined with Stephen, James, dynamic duo, the brothers, our loyal Spurs supporters. Another fantastic week for them. They don't look happy. They should be happy. But it was another great week of fixtures. We're back again. We're almost at the big 2-0, guys. We're almost at the big 2-0. What are we going to do to celebrate?
I reckon it's going to be a big episode planned. Sure, we're going to have a big episode planned. Maybe we get all the fans involved.
Yeah.
Get them on the pod.
Get 20 of our most loyal listeners on the pod all at once.
And then we got to decide if we're going to have Haaland or Mbappe on. We've got to decide which one for episode 20.
Neither of them.
See how we go.
They can fight,
They're
man.
both rubbish.
Yeah, better.
They're both rubbish.
We'll get more pay. More pay.
And
But
by
yeah,
the way,
nearly up.
yeah, mate.
I was going to say, nearly the big 2-0, nearly in the top 1% of all podcasts in the world.
Oh, wow.
According to stats that we've researched that we've done. So we're almost a pretty big deal.
Oh, honestly.
We are a big
tick
deal.
it off my
Yes.
list, 2024 goals, you know? Bravo. Very happy.
Beautiful.
But no, it's been good. Good start to the week. It was fun, exciting games on the weekend. We had a lot of goals again. Top of the table fixture, which was on this morning. Was actually quite an exciting game.
Yeah, you
Why
said,
don't we start
you
off
said
with
we
the
don't look-
mighty...
You said we
Top
don't
table
look too
fixture?
Hang on. You just said we don't look too excited. Mate, we're all running off about 2 hours sleep this morning. But we still have passion and we're
But we
still
still
getting
have
to the pod.
That's
Disgusting.
true. I was going to say, top of the table clash or second and third table clash?
Oh,
hang
it
on.
was top of the table. You take it easy, eh?
Yeah,
You take it easy.
easy, mate.
Yeah. But why don't we start at the mighty Spurs? Fantastic 4-0 victory. Talk to me. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, away to Villa, big fixture. Villa's obviously been very good this year. I've said it from the start of the podcast for our loyal listeners that will remember, I believe they'll be contending for the top 4, and they are. But I also said that they're a very good, well-structured unit. Very well-structured, drilled side. But where they're lacking is just that X factor. They're missing that plan B, that X factor in the game that can turn the game on its head. All the good teams obviously got me very well drilled and well structured. Just as they're probably one of the best teams with their structure, but all the other best teams have that X factor, have that one or two plays that they can rely on to turn the game for them. And I think that's probably where we were this morning. I mean, first half I thought it was pretty even. Both teams playing a very high line. There were some half chances for both teams. It was turning out to be a very good game. But again, I think it was just that X factor that Spurs did have in James Maddison and Kulusevski. To be fair, I think that was most dangerous. Well, that's how I saw it anyway, Stephen.
Well, Spurs have a really good record at Villa. Not too many times we've gone there and actually lost. So I was quietly confident going in there. It was a pretty physical game. It was a good game to watch, actually, although there wasn't too many clear-cut chances, especially in that first half. I don't know, really. It was a strange one, I thought. I think, even as a Spurs fan, we went 2-0 up. We were a man up after old mate Mcginn got sent off. And just being Spurs this year, still worried. 10 to go with a man up, and I was still worried we're going to concede something. So.
I think that's most of the exciting thing, but most teams maybe would have, someone gets a red card, you're up 2-0, you hang back a bit, maybe you park the bus, you slow the tempo. But handball is it's exciting football, mate. You wanted to level up that goal difference, and you guys definitely went for it. But
but that's what I meant about obviously they have that X factor for Villa as well, because even with 11 men, I mean they still had one-on-one opportunities. One-on-one opportunities. As in, we had Ollie Watkins, singling out the defenders in 1v1 situations in and around the 18-yard box, and again, just didn't have the X factor to find that final pass or to get that shot away. And so both teams were playing such a high line. It was just, again, it's just come up with the the Trumps. I mean, obviously, Kulusevski ball in behind for Papamata Sarr. Beautiful cross. Madison with a beautiful first-time finish. And then after that, I mean, we scored, I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes later, wasn't it, Stephen? I mean, it was back to back. And then not even 5 minutes after that, Mcginn, I'm sure he's going to get mentioned down the back of the end of the pod. But Mcginn, I'm going to call it early, showing some coach's son behaviour, getting very frustrated, can't keep up with the opposition, and decided just to lash out.
Brutal, right?
It's become a bit of a habit for Spurs, scoring in quick succession, a couple of minutes between each other, and both goals were the same. We scored first one, and we scored 2 minutes later, and we scored 2 in stoppage time. Just to touch on your point about Villa not having that X factor, they've all been probably 7 or 8 out of 10 every single game, with Ollie Watkins having about 26 goal involvements this year, which is, I think, is the most actually. And without his goals, would they be where they are? And goal contributions, I don't know. But like you said, they're very well drilled, and that's why they are where they are. And they need that X factor. And
he's a great finisher. He can find the back of the net, but again, he's in 1v1 situations with the centre backs. So don't get me wrong. Obviously, Van de Ven and Romero, especially in the first half, are very good centre backs. But I mean, you had 3 or 4 opportunities where he should be taking advantage, getting a shot away, and he didn't test.
Even Diaby, when he came on the right, I can't remember who he came on for, he was 1-1 quite a few times. All he had to do was put a decent ball in the box for Watkins, or even take on his man and possibly have a shot on target. That could have easily changed the game. So they did have quite a few chances. With
Leon Bailey in the first half as well, 1-on-1 with Basuma inside the box. Not be able to get around him, and again, just little things like that can change a game where you hate to say,
especially when you're at home. Especially when you're at home. The whole 40,000 fans that will lift.
But yeah, I mean, I think Villa will get stronger and stronger. They'll probably find that X factor in the off season. I'm sure Emery, recognises that. But it's something like I said, what Mo Salah is for Liverpool, what De Bruyne and Haaland are for City. They're the two obviously top teams, but that's what they need at the moment.
Just touching on Watkins, it's you guys had just mentioned, or Steve just said about the goal contributions. It's one of those things in today's market. Lily, what are you thinking that he might be worth? 70, 80 million. It sounds crazy, but someone would initially pay something like that for him. But you don't see too many clubs would go out of their way to do it. But it's like everyone says someone needs a number 9, or there's a number 9 missing in this team and that team, but he's never mentioned in conversation. And it's also one of those things that England also have such a variety in number 9s now that you almost don't know if he's potentially a backup for Harry Kane, or sometimes he doesn't get that recognition that I think maybe he does deserve. But
I think it's been his first good season. He hasn't been that good in the past. He's been okay, but this is the first season where he's got double figures for goals and assists.
Yeah. I think the rest of the Villa just lacked in the last couple of seasons. He's always been semi-decent, but I just don't think the team itself performed. There was obviously Emery, as something's changed this year a little bit. I don't know.
He doesn't look like someone that has... I could be wrong. I don't watch every single Villa game, but he doesn't look as confident, as composed as someone like Harry Kane used to. Even Ivan Toney, his numbers might say otherwise. And Mo Salah's exactly the same. He doesn't look fantastic every single week as well, but he still comes up with the numbers. Maybe Ollie Watkins is exactly the same, but just for Villa.
Yeah, it's that goal threat. That's what it is. Like I said, he's playing a very well organised, drilled team, very well structured team, and the goals are coming out because of the work that Unai Emery is doing. Where you look at that goal threat that Ivan Toney possesses in a team where Brentford typically play with 2 up front and play on a counter-attack, but every time Toney gets the ball, you're thinking there's a chance, right? Where you only thought that with Watkins now because obviously of those stats, but realistically you look back at the game and go, he didn't do enough. And I think that's probably why he's yet to be looked at until he starts having that that the aura about him. I want to say it right. That aura, like when certain players get the ball and you think you're on the edge of your seat, going, he's going to do something, right? He's not there yet, and I think that's where he needs to raise his profile a bit, and he needs to get the aura about him where teams start to stress a lot more about having Ollie Watkins on the ball. Good run.
Maybe it takes another team or him to move on for that to happen. I don't know. I have to wait and see.
Well, not if Villa strengthen. I think they could be pushing for top 4 again next year and into the future if they just keep getting those 1 or 2 big players every single year. Should we move on to Liverpool? And City.
Music to my ears. Say it again. So I want to hear it. Where are we moving on to?
Oh my God.
We did have an interesting fixture. A top of the table clash. James, top of the table.
Second and third table clash. Yep.
We were at Anfield. Liverpool took on Man City. It was an interesting game. Both teams almost at back to full potential. City actually were down a couple of players too, and obviously Liverpool with a few consistent injuries. It was an exciting game, on and on. Their Stones took advantage, sort of a cheap defensive error by Liverpool. Went into the half 1-0 up. And then coming out in the second half, Liverpool took advantage, quick pen. And then for the rest of the second half, it was just back and forth. Both teams had their chances. Anyone's probably could have sealed it. I don't know if both teams probably were happy with that result. I feel like City might take the draw in comparison to anyone else. Arsenal was definitely happy with that result. Put them at the top of the table by goal difference. And you know what? There were a couple of things that happened during the game that sort of stood out that might actually show some weakness down the line for City, as much as they are a fantastic team.
Well,
one of those things that
is that a weakness?
No, the thing
Klopp
is,
was
it's
at
just
it this morning.
That penalty was rough. Come on, do you guys see it?
I thought he got the ball.
He did get the ball, and Klopp even admitted he got the ball.
Please.
What are you trying to say?
Doctor, I reckon McAllister takes his shirt off. A couple stud marks right here, mate. You can probably see it right there. It was definitely, he could have sealed the game off.
A couple of chest marks on his foot. Could have been a foul either way.
But no, it was an exciting game. And it was one of those things, as I mentioned, maybe a bit of a weakness when De Bruyne and Haaland aren't on their game. Liverpool played pretty well defensively, but they just couldn't make it happen. Foden missed a couple of good chances as well. It just didn't go in their favour, either team. So
can I say I saw a draw coming? I saw a draw coming. I told you. It's going to be a low scoring draw. It's one of those things when
there's so much emphasis on all of these top of the table clashes that it's like, and even the big teams,
but
it always ends up coming out.
It was built up because it was the Pep versus Klopp.
Yeah, the last
farewell,
game.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what it was as well. It's built up. And it's like a final, right? A final is going to get built up, but also the teams know that they've got to go out there and they've got to do a job, right? And that might mean that it might not be the high-octane, free-flowing, goal-scoring fest that the fans would want to see. Well, the neutral fans going to want to see, because obviously the fans watching want to make sure that you guys are tight at the back. And I don't think it's a surprising result at all on either end. I don't think it's going to obviously hinder. I'm still tipping City to win the league only because I know that they do turn it on towards the end of the season. And I think, you know what, judging how the game went, they will take the point. However, seeing the players Liverpool had out, I think before the game they would have been really confident to get all 3 points.
Absolutely.
But how the game went, I think they'll take the point and they'll move forward from that.
Yeah, it was almost like a final. We finished watching Spurs play, and there was a 2-game goal rush happening at the time. I click on that. They weren't showing those 2 games. They were just showing the pre-game coverage of the Liverpool City game. And normally they're in a studio. This time they had about 4 of them standing in the middle of Anfield previewing the game. So, yeah, it was pretty much like a final. And I think the draw is almost perfect for the Premier League. 1 point separating the top 3 now. Yeah. And I think if one of those teams won, that would have been like, okay, they're favourite for the Premier League, or they're favourite for the Premier League.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Now, I think it's just a 3-horse race. No one's obviously don't mention City.
Even though there was a result in that game, I mean, there's still, 10 games to go? That's 30 available points.
I'm not saying that the winner would have gone on to win it, but everyone would have said, okay, they've won this game, they're winning the Premier League now, they're the favourites to win it. But I think it's perfect that
I think it's probably falling to City's favour now. I think they're going to become favourites because of that. I think a City win or draw that game makes them favourites. Liverpool really need to win. I think it's purely because the players that Liverpool have out is where they're going to struggle. And I think obviously City towards back in the season.
I think the amount of games they're probably potentially still yet to play might come into play, and I think that's where Arsenal is sort of potentially happy with that, just because there also might be a chance at Liverpool versus City again in semi-finals in FA Cup. So it's just one of those things that could potentially happen and work in favour either way. But like you said, like they've managed to get through it. I think Liverpool was very underrated going in because everyone knew the issues that they had last year. And then Arsenal obviously fell short last year a little bit, and I think everyone had high expectations for them, and obviously City. So we'd have to wait and see. But quickly on City, a quote that sort of Pep said last week about Rodri being the best midfielder in the world. And honestly, just watching the game this morning, I have to agree with the guy, like wholeheartedly 100%. I don't think he lost possession of the ball not once this morning. Like the guy's movement and like the trust that the rest of his team has in him, like the plays that he has and the spacing that he moves into, control of the ball. I think just what he provides to that team is unbelievable. He's something special.
We saw at the beginning of the year when he was out, and they weren't clicking. And people looking at Haaland, because Haaland was out, like, oh, it must be Haaland. And anyone that could see the way that they were playing was because of Rodri. He was the one that linked in. Pep even came out and said that as well. I'm pretty sure he's like the biggest one we're missing right now is Rodri, who's connecting all the pieces together. But I want to bring up a couple of things that did catch my eye in other games. I want to bring up everyone's captain and triple captain this week.
Hey, not everyone.
Solanke.
Not everyone.
On a double game week in Premier League. Not everyone, because I didn't captain him. But I tell you now, I reckon 90% of the world were captain Solanke, and he treats everyone to his first fixture of his double game week with a big donut, with a big 0 and a missed penalty. Bravo. The other thing that caught my eye as well, did you guys see, was it Fofana's goal from this morning? Burnley?
Strike.
Great strike.
He's been on fire the last couple of weeks. He's been unlucky in front of goal a lot of the times, and it was definitely coming, and he definitely showed it this morning.
Never lucky.
What a shot.
Sorry, you go.
I was going to say, I think you're a bit lucky, obviously, with the ricochet of the defender, but you can't take away anything from that strike. I mean, that's just...
No
stopping that.
Proper hit.
Probably goal of the weekend, definitely. I thought Iwobi... Did you guys see Iwobi's finish? His little sack over the goalkeeper. Great organisation. What a player.
We've always said he's a big player. But another team that we always like to bag on about as well, before we move on, I do want to bring them up, is United. And look, I was watching the game, and it was almost as if United were Everton. What I mean is that United were playing on a counter-attack. Everton were dictating field positioning of that game. And I don't know, maybe it was a Ten Hag tactic, but I tell you, the silence at Old Trafford through the TV screens and our speakers was deafening. You could not hear it, and you could tell that the fans were not impressed. If United fans will agree with me that when their team's playing playing Old Trafford, they expect a Sir Alex Ferguson forward, direct, attacking, flowing football, right? And it's not kind of that football that Ange plays, because that's a bit more slightly more possession based, but it's very straight lines, 4-4-2. Get the ball to your strikers, get your wingers overlapping, get crosses in, kind of thing, right? High octane stuff. Everton obviously did great, but I'm saying like they were dictating the field position and the ball for the majority of the game, and United only looked threatening on the counter.
Well, at least it's something. That's the first probably thing that they've organised.
Yeah, they're good at
They're good at
Actually, yeah.
penalties.
Good. Yeah.
Hey,
That-
speaking
that-
of the
that-
penalties, I'm very upset that Rashford was assigned the second penalty. They have Bruno Fernandes in my FPL, and he decides to give him the ball. Don't know why.
I was
Very
thinking that.
upset.
Imagine if you had like a bet off for Bruno Fernandes to score 2 penalties. I was paying like 200 to 1, and they got the second penalty, and you're just like, easy,
Probably would have been like
Tony was
first
rubbing his hands
Yeah.
together.
easy
This is big.
money.
Mm.
But no. So I just want to mention that as well. I mean, good on them, they've obviously got the 3 points, but I think, yeah, they've finally got a style of play, but that's not how you play against Everton at home.
No.
No way.
Did get
Someone
the 3
find a
points, and that's
relegation.
probably all they care about. And to be honest, that's probably one step closer to Ten Hag keeping this job, to be honest. So
Do you
he's
think?
probably
I
happy.
don't think. I think he's
I
I
think
think
where
they're
they are
gonna
now,
wow.
they won't go up any further. They won't go down any further. They're pretty much set in 6th. I can't see them finishing any higher or lower just because of the teams below that. It's not very consistent at the moment. Yeah, Ten Hag, he has to go. He has to go. See you
I
later.
was speaking to a United fan over the weekend, and we're obviously discussing who they bring in. Apparently, he was telling me that rumours, he's not too keen on this, but there's some rumours that Graham Potter has been looked at for the United job.
Wow.
And even he was like, where's this come from and why? Like, Graham Potter, I mean, he done fantastically at Brighton. I think now it's been probably potentially overshadowed, even though De Zerbi loves a change. But De Zerbi, the way De Zerbi was able to pick up and run with what he's done, he goes to Chelsea, a lot more pressure, a lot more media to deal with, struggled, and then you're going to go to United. I don't know who comes up with these rumours sometimes, eh?
Well, that's the thing. I think is, but you'd sort of be thinking they'd be going to someone that would end on the last thing they did was on a positive note.
I think they're going to stick with Mourinho. When I say stick with, I think they're going to go with Mourinho. I think the new owners want to make an impression, and there's no better impression to make on the fans than winning a trophy. And who out there can win a trophy? Mourinho. That for me, that I would think that they're going to bring him in. Even if he comes in for a couple of years while somebody else proves their worth as a long-term fix. But if you're an owner, you want to set a precedent. They bring him in for a couple of years. He wins the trophy. Thanks very much. See you later. We'll bring you Xavi Alonso.
I hope if Alonso doesn't come in, that I'd hope him at Liverpool. To be honest,
What about
Stir up a little
Eddie Howe to United and Mourinho to Newcastle?
Nah.
Why
Imagine
not?
it's got to go to every single
Why not?
club in the Prem.
If they're linked to Graham Potter, why can't they be linked to Old Mate at Newcastle?
I didn't deny that they were linked. So that's ridiculous. Just like Graham Potter is ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous. If you're saying a United fan has brought him into, conversation, why isn't Eddie Howe in conversation as well?
Because of a ridiculous rumour.
You're a ridiculous.
I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm saying I don't know who comes up
I didn't
with
say
these
it was a good
rumours.
idea. I didn't say it was a good
Steve,
idea either.
You said,
yeah.
you said, I reckon what's going to happen is Eddie Howe's going to go to
I know,
United. and
no,
Mourinho
I
go to
said,
Newcastle.
what about-
You said, watch this
Oh,
space.
that's exactly what
It's going to
Adam,
happen.
rewind
I think-
this pod
yeah,
because it's
I
not
think,
what I said.
I think one of you guys are working for Fabrizio.
Get
Yeah,
him on the
you are.
pod. Yeah. Get
His
him on
mum.
the pod.
But Mourinho back to the Premier League.
Yeah, I
somewhere,
think he's got
somewhere.
to. Yeah, he's got to. He's got
Oh,
to.
now you want to agree with me? Fuck off.
No, I'd have to go somewhere. I said I wanted him for sure. For
You
sure.
want-
Adam wants him at Liverpool.
Yeah, I want him at Liverpool.
Top
I'd love
spots
that.
available here.
You need, I think, to follow Klopp. You're never going to follow him, but and replace him. But I think to get someone just as exciting, who better than Mourinho? To be honest, why not? Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Start the
Um,
rumor.
Very good.
Start the rumor.
Yes, but yes, some very exciting fixtures, and more to come this week. We've only got 10 to 11 games left, I think, of the season. So we have to take full advantage of that.
The countdown is on.
See how we go. Here we go.
Ooh.
It's already March. It's already
wild, huh?
March. We're almost there.
Wow, it's wild.
It's wild. Well, let's move on. For our listeners, we're going to put ourselves on the spot here. Let me tell you, we literally came up with this idea only seconds before hitting that record button to record this episode. We are putting ourselves on the spot because that's what we do for you people. We are willing to put ourselves on the spot and look like fools for you.
Yes.
So we've got a quiz coming up that Stephen is going to host soon. But we're going to do something that we saw and Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher too, where they run through the letters and they're going to try and pick a player or a manager, whatever the topic may be, from each letter, and the next person goes. So I'll start with A. I say the name. Adam then goes B. Stephen goes C, and so on and so forth. So I think the topic we decided we're going to do is midfielders. It's been a bit of a hot topic recently on this podcast. Is midfielders. So we're going to try and name midfielders through the alphabet. What are we going to call this segment, Adam?
The coach's alphabet.
Done. Alphabet
Beautiful.
soup.
Dumb.
God, I'm good, eh?
Good. You're good. You're very good. All right. Premier League midfielders. Here we go. So I'll go A, Adam B, Stephen C,
If I
Stephen
knew that,
D.
I would have just gone through every single third bloody letter and just wrote some notes down.
No. We put ourselves on the spot here. All right. So with A.
Wait, what am
There we
I?
go.
Am I third?
You're third.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll start first. I'll go with,
Shit.
and it's quick fire. It'll be quick in this game. Ready, spaghetti, go. Darren Anderton.
I'm gonna go with Ryan Babel from Liverpool.
Oh, I thought we were doing. Would you call him a midfielder? I know that.
Controversial.
Come on.
Charlie Adam. Can we do both? First name and last name?
Sure.
Charlie Adam.
Sure.
Diakite.
Oh,
Player QPR, big player.
this is hard.
I need to get the alphabet in front of me.
I
You're
know.
right, I didn't go to school.
Alanga's not a midfielder, is he?
Yeah, he's a winger, isn't
You know?
Yeah, go
he's a
for it.
winger.
We take it.
Yeah.
Alanga.
Frank Lampard.
he? Ooh. Garnacho.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, where are we up to?
Harry Kewell.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Stephen Ireland.
Stephen Ireland. Dan James.
Oh.
Hey, this is not very quick fire.
Yeah, what's going on? You got to be quick here, huh? We're putting ourselves on the
We
spot
like three
here.
strikes and you're out.
Karagunis.
So he played in the
Karagunis
Prem?
played in the Premier League. Yeah, he played for
Oh,
There you go.
jeez.
There's your K.
K. Jurgen Klopp.
Just gave me one.
He just gave you one. Got a good
Did ya? Karagunas. There you go. Thanks, Steve. One assist.
L for Lennon.
What's next? M.
I literally had to
M.
write the alphabet out.
Yeah, I'm struggling trying to keep up with the alphabet.
Google alphabet.
I'm
we do
going
it
to
in
go
Greek.
with Mohamed Salah.
Oh.
We have to say it like that.
Oh.
With an M.
Neil Maupay.
Wow, he's not a midfielder. He's a
Yes,
striker.
he is. Come
what
on.
are you talking about?
Are you joking?
There's some terrible words
Hey,
coming
listen,
out
he's all
here.
over the place. He's an all-rounder.
He's
I
actually
could have put him.
yeah.
Could have put him back in the back line.
Oh.
No, always the letter, but
No, O's the letter. Would John Obi Mikel count?
what about JJ Okocha?
Okocha. That's actually who I had in mind first.
What
JJ
about-
Okocha.
Paulinho for P.
Oh,
Oh.
yuck.
I'm all over this. I don't have
Oh, P's easy.
No, it's not.
He's easy. I got that poor Pogba. Could have given you bloody first name and last
Hey,
name.
we already
Q.
moved on. I've already said mine. Move on. What's the next letter?
Q.
Q.
Um,
I can't think of any.
Quinule.
Who? Who did he say? Mignolet? Who did he say?
Surely there's
Mignolet?
no
Okay,
Quinton.
Give me a Q. I said Quinule.
Surely there's a Quinton something.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Quinton
Yeah,
Santino.
Quinton. Yeah.
Yeah, Quinton.
That's
Yeah,
for you to figure out his surname.
Quinton Quebec.
Yeah, Quicksilver. Yeah.
All right, nah, pass. No good.
Uh,
Steve, give me a Q.
Or
No, he goes, you lose a point.
yeah.
All right, one
Yeah.
strike. One strike. I'm out.
Who was the guy that played for Chelsea and Southampton? Romelu? I thought he was a centre midfielder.
Yes, he did.
Don't know why that came to my mind.
Romelu,
What's going
yeah.
on?
What about S? S is a tough one. I'm going
joking?
to say, what do you mean? John Stones played in the midfield all year this year.
Oh,
For,
Stone's a
whatever.
centre back.
yeah,
Get
why,
outta here.
why not?
Get out of here.
Why not?
T. Oh, he's not a midfielder.
Tainio.
I don't know why.
Tina Tamio, Cheek Tiote.
I don't know why
Hmm.
Carlos Tevez came into my head.
You're honestly out of
He's
control.
tired. Leave him alone. He's tired.
Listen,
Teeth are
that's why
tired.
That's why I said that we had
Terry
to do
McFlynn.
the whole Premier League. Yeah. Thierry Henry.
Are you alright?
Give him Cheek Tiote. We're even helping him out here. What's the next letter?
You. Ooh.
I'm trying to do the alphabet now.
You.
Yeah, you.
You.
Oh, I've got one already for my letter.
You're alright. Oh, what, Victor Wanyama?
No, actually.
Damn it.
Vamos.
You. I don't know you. Help us out. Let's go.
Let's
get through.
You.
Umtiti.
Umtiti, yeah. Someone with unbelievable techers.
Unbelievable takers.
Do you pass?
Pass.
Unai
Let's go
Emery.
next.
Pass.
Unai Emery.
Antonio Valencia for V.
Valencia. Okay.
Oh, who do I got? WW or WWE? I've got
WWE.
James Ward-Prowse.
Oh.
Wow. I get a strike back after that.
Oh, X.
X. Are there any players with stuff with X?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Come
That's
on.
pretty good.
Come on.
X-ray.
Adam's got
Come on. If I get it A, you get a strike.
Shaqiri. What's his first name? Does that start
Who's-
with an X?
Who's the other
No.
one? Grant Xhaka.
Xhaka, yeah, that's true.
Xhaka.
That's an X.
Come on. Where you gunners at? Come on.
Jordan Shaqiri. Jordan Shaqiri
that's what you
starts with an
said.
X. I know.
Shaqiri.
It is what I said.
All right.
James.
What's the next letter?
Easy. Exactly. Oh no.
No, it's not. Why?
Why?
What?
Why? Yeah, relax.
Why are you asking me a question? Go.
Why? Why?
Why are you taking so long?
Yeah, Toure.
Oh, that's a good one.
God, he's going. Adam, wrap it up with a Z. You can do it. Come on.
This was terrible.
I don't know if you played in the Premier League, but
Wilfred Zaha.
bravo.
Yeah,
I
nice.
was going to say someone. No,
Zach Campos.
someone that shows a lot of
Zola?
individual brilliance.
Oh, Zola.
He shows a lot of individual brilliance. Did he play in the Premier League?
Zola's a good one.
Zola.
What's his
I
name?
got one. Come to my head. Ziyech from Chelsea. Ziyech.
Not bad. Not bad. Anyway,
All right.
I was
think
going to
that
say
needs-
Ned
that needs
Zelic.
a bit of a.
We do another
Nah,
one.
he played in
Another one.
Germany, didn't he?
Played for QPR.
Did he? Nah,
Yeah.
not in the Premier League, but
Yeah, he's still
I
a big
would
guy of
remember.
individual brilliance. That's a
What do you
big-
reckon? We do another one.
not
do it,
today,
go
mate. No thanks, not
Do it
today.
again.
Once we're a bit
Hey,
more awake
I'm
and
too
aware.
old
eh?
to do
Just
what
switch
I'm
Now
on.
saying.
I'm awake after that.
Oh, it was on
Jeez.
fire.
You actually were.
All right, I've got
Actually,
another
well.
quick fire game for you.
Sure.
Um,
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, are you ready? It's going to require a buzzer. I'll just quickly
Ooh.
explain the game. So I'm going to say this iconic Premier League player, and someone's going to buzz in. You guys are going to buzz in, and you're going to tell me what the iconic number on the back of their jersey was.
Oh, okay.
For the ones that pretty much
Okay.
had the same number everywhere they went, I'm probably just going to say their name. For the iconic, if they were at a particular club, I'll say the club as well. Adam, what's your buzzer?
Or do we do a noise or we do a slogan or something? Do we say,
No. Oh,
what do you
slogan.
say? You want a slogan?
How you
Okay,
doing?
give me one, but it might be a
Slogan.
bit too long to jump in.
Just
James
do
will
it.
beat me to it.
Just do it.
Like, what about,
Don't be scared. Just do it.
how are we? Like something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a good one.
Something?
Yeah, I like that.
Speaking of Ned Zelic, I'm going to say individual brilliance.
Oh, that's a long one, huh?
Uh,
You want to go back to the alphabet? It's a long one.
I'm ready
I
for
don't
it.
have too many, so keep score. And it's going to start off easy and then work its way to be a little bit harder. But you should still be able to get it. I
Oh,
think.
James going to kill me at this. Like, if got a
And I
feeling.
might even throw a couple of bonus rounds in there, points in there. Are you ready?
Spaghetti.
First one. is Adama Traore at Wolves.
Oh,
Individual brilliance.
James.
I got a feeling he wore number 28.
Adam, do you have
how are we? I'm going to say 11.
No. It was a high number. Individual brilliance, 32.
Keep guessing.
I'm close.
Higher,
I know.
higher.
How are we?
Adama.
42.
Lower.
Individual brilliance,
I thought this was
35.
going to be an easy one.
35.
Higher.
How are we? 37.
37. Adam, with the
Hey,
points.
surely, hang on. Surely we can't keep on going on. Whoever's the closest.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
gets the
say.
point.
Okay.
That's garbage. Oh, maybe he
All
went
right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just be better.
No, mate.
Be better. Be better. All right, bonus point for bonus point for Adama Traore. What number is he wearing right now for Fulham?
28.
Oh,
No. Adam, were you closer?
jeez. How are we? He has.
Buzz in, mate. You're buzzing against yourself.
Or,
Just pick a number, eh?
13.
11. You said it before, actually.
Oh,
So, you know what? I'm not going to give you
I was
any.
on the ball, mate.
That
I was
rubbish
on the
stuff.
ball.
I'm not going to give you any bonus points for that. But Adam, you know
Next
what?
one.
I'm going to give you the first point. Second one is Clint Dempsey.
Hang
Oh.
on. Where? Oh, it doesn't matter. Individual brilliance, number 2.
Number 2. Very good, James.
Bravo.
And bonus point. Can you name what's his nickname?
How are we?
What's his nickname?
Adam.
Clint.
No,
His first name
is it something like
It's also
Mad
his-
Dog or something?
No, it's his rap name. He raps.
Oh, yeah, I already
Do
did
you
it.
know?
I
actually.
don't know.
Juice.
Yeah, there's no way I'm getting it.
Juice.
Juice, man.
Juice, man.
Juice,
Oh,
man.
Juice, too.
All right, next one. One for Adam, one for James. Next one is William Gallas at Arsenal.
Individual
Oh,
brilliance.
James.
Number 10.
Number 10. That is correct. Adam, I'm going to give
Very
you
nice.
a chance to redeem yourself here. What number did he wear at Spurs? I'm not going to give it to James.
Oh. Look, he knows. Look at him. He's biting his tongue.
Well, it's not
you
for
keep
me.
it closed,
It's for
mate.
you.
You keep that
I
mouth
got
Adam
closed.
you.
mate.
should get a
No.
bonus point for these. It should be
No.
small.
How
I've
are
got-
we?
Yeah. What is it?
2.
Wrong. James, what number did Gallas wear
Was it
at Perth
5?
Glory?
40?
Close. 36.
Oh, it's close.
Wow.
2-1.
What did he wear at,
James
what did he
is
wear
up.
at Spurs?
13.
Okay.
Roy Keane.
Oh.
Individual brilliance. He wore 16.
Correct. That is correct. 3-1. No bonus questions there. Next
No
one.
bueno.
Do me a
No
favor.
bueno there. Nicholas Bettner, Arsenal.
Oh. How
Individual
are we?
brilliance. Oh.
All Adams in.
Oh, I feel like it's 38.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Individual brilliance. I feel like it's 21.
Are we going with the closest?
Yeah.
Gotta be, yeah.
It is Adam, and it is 52. Nicholas Bettner.
Bravo, Nicholas.
Yes, Adam. Point
Okay.
to Adam. Comeback time,
Thank you.
3 to James.
Thank you.
Next one, he played for multiple clubs. Nicholas Anelka, his most famous
Oh.
number.
How are we? 39?
39 is correct.
Oh,
Can you
what?
name 3 Premier League clubs where he wore the number 39?
Oh. How are we?
He's asking you. What are you buzzing in for?
I just want to say it, eh? It feels good to say. He was Chelsea, West Brom. I'm not going to say, was it Arsenal?
Wrong. James, if you can name the other
Oh.
2 that he wore it, I will give you a point each. Because it was 2 all then. If you get these 2. Other 2. What did you say again? West
Well, I can't
Brom and
remember.
Chelsea?
Yeah.
It's not Arsenal. Who else did he play for?
I want to say like Bolton.
Bolton is one.
Wow.
Can you name the one other club where he wore number 39? If you can't, Adam gets 2 points here. I'm going to give it to him.
Why?
Because I got two answers right.
Yeah,
Sunderland?
it was Manchester City.
Oh,
I've got to
wow.
say should be true.
Ow.
All right, Adam, can give you a double there.
Why does he get a double? We answered one question.
I got a triple.
What about the other double answers I answered?
Yeah, I
just
gave you
triple captain.
points. All right, only one for Adam.
No.
Unlucky. How
All
are
right.
you? Next one is
wow.
Mario Balotelli at Manchester City.
Oh.
Yeah, this is good. I got you thinking.
This
Well,
is
I
a
like
good
this.
one. This is an interesting one.
Oh.
I'm thinking what he's going to say.
How are
Like,
we? I feel like it's high, but I don't know. But that could be really low. I'm going to say like
Because I got
58.
her. Because I got her. 58 is wrong. James, your turn.
individual brilliance.
It's much lower, James.
Thanks
See his
for-
face when I
thanks
said
for buzzing
58,
in.
for sure.
I'm going to say number 21.
The number was 45, which means Adam is closer. Well done.
45.
Okay.
Where's your
next,
passion, mate?
next question. Harry Kane's first number for Spurs, and also Martin Skirtle wore this number
Individual
for 10
brilliance.
years.
18.
Wrong.
How are we?
Before
37.
37 is
thinking.
correct. The
Of
comeback
course.
is really truly
Hey,
on.
you a Spurs
Of
fan?
course.
Take your shirt off right now.
You can't even think. I've got K37 on the back as well. I should have had it on the front so I can see.
Oh my god.
Hey, we're getting closer
Wow.
to the business end here. Next one is Asamoah Gyan
Oh,
in that
This one I
famous
just-
Sunderland shirt.
This one will just be
Famous.
guessing for sure.
Go on, have a guess.
How are we? 17.
17. Wrong.
individual
James.
brilliance. 25.
3. Adam is closest again. You blokes are rubbish. Next one.
Miles away.
Raheem Sterling when he first joined Liverpool.
Mm,
Told you they'll get
Individual
difficult.
brilliance.
Told you they'll
Individual
get difficult.
brilliance. I'm going to say he
Thought it was-
was
James, you need this.
44.
Okay. Adam, would you like to have a go?
I still wasn't
How
correct.
are we? I know it was quite high. I'm gonna say 63.
Oh, fuck, he did. It was 31. James gets a point.
Oh, bravo, James. Bravo.
All right.
What are
Last
these
one.
numbers, eh?
Last one of the Premier League, and then I've got one bonus round that's not Premier League.
Okay.
Steven Gerrard, when he first burst onto the scene.
Individual brilliance, 28.
James Agaris, well done. I think I need to tell
God,
you
are
these
you a Liverpool
scores
supporter
here.
or Spurs, mate? Hey, man, who's Harry Kane?
I got
Get
to
out of here.
jerseys.
That's,
Jerseys afterwards.
That's 5-all. We're gonna have to go to a bonus round.
Wow, what the chances?
Woo! This wasn't scripted. All right, are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay.
Ronaldinho at AC Milan.
Individual brilliance,
Oh.
66.
For the win.
I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong.
Oh, no!
Individually brilliant.
Oh, no!
Oh, I'm gonna say 80.
What do you say?
I say 88. Because it's really high.
It was 80. It was
Oh.
80.
Oh, my
Both of you's wrong, but Adam was closer, so
I knew it was in the 80s.
well done. Well done, Adam. You take
Oh,
the
You were pretty
chocolates
confident
today.
just there.
I
Individual
was. I
brilliance.
went too quick.
What do you
GG.
think?
GG.
Was it
GG.
like that?
That was
Might
good,
be different,
yeah.
eh?
Go.
Different. It might go
GG.
viral. You never know. You might
I'm not gonna
see
go to
Jem
sleep tonight.
Carragher. Gary Neville doing
After-
this next week.
Yeah. After
They
the
probably
alphabet
will.
and the jersey number, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Tag
That's
him
my
in it,
challenge
I
now.
reckon. When you post this, Adam, tag him in it. See if they do it.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You wouldn't do
are we?
it. And they're going to use the same buzzers. Buzzers are non-negotiable. You want to play our game?
How do you
Use our buzzers.
reckon they'd say individual brilliant? Say it with the accent. Go on.
Oh, because one's got a very Manchester accent. Someone's got a
Yeah,
very Liverpool individual brilliance. It's individual
This
brilliance.
should be more,
Brilliant.
yeah, a bit more high pitched.
Individual brilliance.
Even they know who says that. Big Ned.
Big Ned. Well, let's move on to our favourite segment. And look, I'm just going to go first. The coach's son. I already mentioned his name. Genuine coach's son behaviour. You know when a coach's son just gets the shit because, like, they're not... Deep down, they recognise they're not as good as everyone else. They can't keep up. And then when you've got these people just running rings around them, they just start lashing out. Yeah. And makes me things even worse. He's the captain as well. And that's what a coach's son will do. Coach's son would be captain and still be one of the type to just start getting the shits and just start lashing out at people because they're rubbish. So, big Mcginn, Adam, you know you want to say your line?
Go on.
Do it. Go on.
Go on.
In the bin with Mcginn.
Mcginn
That's
in
a
the
new
bin.
segment. In the bin with Mcginn.
I'm not even going to argue with that
It
one.
would have been perky if they did the blue cards. 10 in the bin with Mcginn.
Well, they're waiting for him to retire so they can name it after him. But yeah, that's the nomination for me this week.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. Here's my nomination as well.
Oh,
Mcginn for the bin.
Double.
I mean, what a tackle. People still arguing to say that it was a yellow card. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand people take, when there's a counter-attack on, you want to take the legs, cop the yellow card, get the foul, set your defence up and stuff like that. That's prison time. Are you joking?
Imagine if someone did that to a Liverpool player. And what would Klopp say to that? If he's saying that...
Klopp would have done it to them.
McAllister almost got killed this morning.
He did.
Klopp would have gone to the field and done it to them.
With his feet.
Jesus.
Yeah. Look, one day it might happen. You never know. I'm going to pick... I don't know if you guys saw with De Bruyne got subbed off today. He had a bit of a tantrum on the sideline. So
that's a good shout.
Maybe bigger than the coach himself, bigger than the club. He had a bit of a tantrum, and it probably went on for a few minutes, to be honest. Like, Pep had to actually go into the stands and fucking comfort him a little bit and discuss it with him.
That's a good shout, Adama. Well done.
Give him a bit of pepper spray.
Pepper spray. Just quickly, since we are the family pod, we'll reach out to everyone. It is Mother's birthday today, so happy birthday, Mother.
Yes, good shout. Happy birthday to the mother. Good stuff. Good shout. See, we're a pod for the people.
Everyone. We're a pod for everyone.
We really are.
Say hello.
In the bin. Yeah.
Don't forget, if you see us in the street, come and say hello.
Say hey.
Any other news updates, Adam, that you want to tell the people before we sign out?
No. We might have a giveaway coming up again, which is exciting.
Our fans, they love our gifts. They absolutely adore them.
They do.
And there's more
coming. People that got to get them. I also do want to say before we wrap it up, thank you.
Come and get them.
We do have to want to mention. Want to thank everyone for the support from the last two episodes of the Coach's Son Parks the Bus. It's been great. Great feedback from everybody that's listened to it. So thank you very much. And thank you to those guests that obviously came on. We had Andrew that had come on the first week. And then obviously Dylan was just last week. So that were really great. And there's definitely going to be more to come over the next couple of weeks.
And if you think you're good enough, reach out to us. And if you're reaching out to us, you're probably not good enough. So don't worry about it.
Please.
Well, I was going to say, we might keep it a surprise because we've got a potential next guest. Again, contracts have been negotiated with the agent, but we've actually got a potential professional player.
Wow.
An A-legal legend.
Legend.
Contracts are being still negotiated with the Coach's Son because these people don't come cheap.
How'd you get Usain Bolt? Pretty good. A-league legend.
Can you believe that bloke had the audacity to go and trial at Man United? I mean, who's he thinking?
United. He went to Dortmund. He's been left a few places, eh? Dortmund.
Why not?
And then where'd he go? Mariners? Here, Mariners?
He still couldn't cut it at Mariners. Poor bloke.
But imagine the wages he would have demanded too because he's Usain Bolt. But
best of luck to him.
Anyway,
best of luck to him.
I think on that note, we might just wrap it up there because you're just babbling on. Thank you very much for listening.
Episode 18 in the books.
Episode 18 in the bin. with Mcginn.
In the bin with
Hey,
McGinn.
Steve, wrap it up, Steve. Tell me.
You go wrap it up.
What do you want to say?
In the bin
Wrap
with
it up.
McGinn. Owie.
Individual brilliance. Thanks, everyone.
Timo
See you
Werner.
next week.
Hey.
Bye.